What does it look like to be a man in integrity who a woman can trust? It's the difference between putting the intention on the way that you connect rather than on the structure of the connection. A lot of people rely really, really heavily on the title, how often you see one another, what you call it, how often you're having sex, whether you've met parents, whether you've met their friends. Those are the things that hold the weight of the relationship. And instead, you want to take that energy, because that energy exists in any relationship, and instead funnel it in a very precise way into the ways that you connect with one another, such that you are both deeply fed by the precision and the nutrient dense quality of the connection itself. So that she always knows that when she's with you, she will get 100% of your undivided attention. So that you always know that when you are with her, she's going to listen and reflect back to your greatest self to you. So that you start to create that kind of trust. I still have that with this guy that I was telling you about. When we get on a call together, he is never doing anything else. He always is giving me 100% of his attention, and he has been that way since the day that we met, and it's part of the reason why we continued the relationship, is because I always felt that he was always 100% available. He wasn't on his phone, he wasn't doing anything else. And so we had a level of trust. I know that I can trust him. Still to this day, if I need someone, he's one of the first people I call. And when you create that, it is not breakable. And so you're investing in the foundation of the relationship without the structures of modern understanding of what it means to be in a relationship. Men need to feel safe in a relationship too. In order for you to get what you are craving, you also need to create safety in yourself and in the connection with her. You need to trust. Men are not taught that they need this. And I genuinely believe it is incredibly important, and men are way more vulnerable than they let on. When I connect with men, they feel very safe with me. And one of the reasons that they feel very safe with me is that I am always honest about how I am doing, about what I think, and I'm always consistent. And I always, always, always give 100% of my attention to them when we are connecting. And if I'm not giving them 100% of my attention, I tell them I don't have 100% of my attention to give to you. I have approximately 70 right now. Would you like to continue to connect, or would you rather wait? And so they're in consent with me all the time. These sorts of skills are, if you want to build a rock solid foundation for any relationship, these are the things that you bring. I have a value, which I am uncompromising on, that I do not spend time socially with people unless I have 100% capacity to give to them. Because I do not want people to have an experience of anything less than that, because being seen and heard at that level is so deeply healing that to offer anything less is a sham. And I don't want people to have that experience associated with me. I don't want to put that karma into the world. I have had to learn how to say no, 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 no to the people I love, who I genuinely want to see, until I can give them all of myself. I would never, ever, ever have sex with a man until I can feel that my full body is open to him. And I also understand that that is my responsibility and not his. And men don't really know what that feels like. And so I understand that I'm giving a man a gift when I do that. So I value it very highly. And so do they as a result. I don't do this with a bunch of men either. That's another thing to just be super clear about. I'm not off sleeping with a bunch of men either. Because when you offer that level of attention, it is so potent that you wouldn't ever want to dissipate that energy by spreading it thin. You guys are not women, but as a woman, when you're allowing a man inside of your body, it's penetrating your energetic field in a very, very profound way. And women want that. And it is a primal violation in a way. So there is some primal desire to be violated, but you need to be consenting to the violation in order for it to not cause trauma, which is to say, blocks and tension in your body. Women do not know what it feels like to be a full body yes. Because we have been raised in a different way. We've been raised that we're supposed to be, we have to fight people off. That's how women have been raised. Men pursue, and eventually women give in. That's how we've been taught that it's supposed to work. So women don't understand the power of full consent. And what's more is a lot of women go off and take birth control so that they never even have to ask themselves whether or not they're a full yes to someone. They've never asked themselves this question before. I guarantee it. I did not ask myself this question until I was 35 years old. And I'm a very conscious person. And I've had this conversation with many of my female friends, and none of them have ever considered this question before. So it's important to be aware of, as a man, that a woman doesn't necessarily know what it means to be a full yes. And so you being tuned in to parts of her system which are not open to you yet, and proceeding with caution, is the most loving thing that you can do for her. To say no to her idea about the progression of your relationship and not penetrate her until she is ready. And that's you showing up in the masculine, is you are taking on the responsibility of not giving her yourself until she is ready to be taken, which can take a lot longer than most women think, because women have this idea that they need to have sex in order to keep him around. And they also have this idea that they're horny and they need to do something about it immediately. And there are 180 steps between a first kiss and penetrative sex. Feel it in your own body. Learn what it feels like to be tense and blocked off in your own body, because you have that too. And you're not going to execute this perfectly. Don't put that standard on yourself, but start to tune into, in your interactions. This is why you move slow. In your interactions with her, notice if there are areas of your body where you feel closed off, and then pay attention to her and see if in connection with her or in circumstance or in environment, she starts to open in certain places. Trade secrets of intimacy.